It seems that people are really enjoying my guest show review of Cool Cat Saves the Kids. Plus, the comments are actually really nice, compared to the comments we see nowadays on YouTube. Hey, what's this? Oh, the announcement for the next guest show is up. Might as well see what it'll be.
The Guestsheauxween season is drawing nigh. So for my next block of guest shows, I'm assigning to you any of the movies that I've reviewed for Guestsheauxween. Batman vs. Dracula, Spooky Buddies, Freaks. Any movie you see in the info below is up for grabs.
Okay, giving people a choice to decide which movie they'll do. That seems like a good idea. What should I do this time? No. This one seems pretty good. Wait, let me check one more thing.
One movie you won't see in that list, however, is Where the Dead Go to Die.
Thank Christ! Hey everyone, today let's talk about the Batman. This was the first incarnation of the Caped Crusader ever since the DC animated universe by Bruce Timm, but sadly the show got a lot of hate when it was on the air. I saw a few episodes of the show on Netflix and I thought it was pretty decent. It had problems, sure, but this was pretty enjoyable. After the first season ended in May of 2005, a direct-to-video film was released in October of that year, in the way of the Batman vs. Dracula. Yes, I know, that sounds incredibly stupid when you say it out loud. But will it actually be good? Or will it be underwhelming like the next Versus movie that will come out 11 years later? Well, there's only one way to find out. Let's take a look at the Batman vs. Dracula and just see how they pull this off. After a pretty decent violin piece for the opening credits, the film opens in Arkham Asylum where we see an inmate making a deal with the Penguin. He says that if he helps him escape, he'll split the money 50-50. Penguin agrees, but his partner spilled the beans about the plan to someone else in the asylum.
You don't have to worry about trusting me, old pal. I'm as dependable as the dodo.
I knew you were rock solid, Penguin. Not like that other guy.
Huh? You told someone else?
Well, first, I went to the only one who's escaped from here more times than you.
Who?
Take it easy. I don't think he got what I was telling him.
Who?
I mean, talk about having a real screw loose, right?
Huh? You told him?
Joker! He's escaped! Goodbye, Arkham! Hello, Gotham!
Thanks to a device known as the Batwave, which is a surveillance network hardwired all around Gotham, Batman finds out about Joker escaping and goes right after him. And on a side note, I'm really digging this look for Joker. The dreadlocks make him look like he's wearing a jester's hat, or reminds me of Blanca, plus the fingerless gloves are practically rubbing themselves in Batman's face.
Go ahead, Bats. Study all the fingerprints I left over Gotham. You will still never catch me, and will never know who I am.
Not to mention the lack of shoes are proof that he doesn't care how bad his feet get doing all these crazy stunts. But sadly, that coolness comes to a halt as we hear that the Penguin is voiced by Tom Kenny.
Tweet.
I'm sure that he's a nice guy and all, but hearing him voice Oswald Cobblepot is really off-putting. But hey, at least it's better casting than
Bruce Wayne meets Clark Kent. I love it. I love bringing people together.
that. It doesn't take long for Batman to catch up with Joker and fight it out. Joker manages to escape in the river, but forgets to turn off his joy buzzer. And now, to help us with the tribute to the Cloud Prince of Crime, Harley Quinn. Well, that was fun. Who's for Chinese? We cut to Penguin and Gotham Cemetery looking for the hidden money.
It's behind the cross. This must be the place. I'll take what's behind door number 1.
But he accidentally, and yet successfully, resurrects the corpse of Dracula. After he bites the night guard, turning him into a vampire, he makes the Penguin his new assistant.
A sentinel to guard my coffin while I sleep. You.
Whoa, 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 whoa. I'll have you know, sir, I am a cobblepot, and cobblepots do not serve. I'm Penguin. I'll be your server.
Huh.
That was easy.
Penguin tells Dracula that he's no longer in Transylvania, and this makes him think of what might have happened.
Then if I am no longer in Transylvania, near my castle, it must be due to forces outside my control.
More specifically, Simon Belmont.
Events which occurred following my death. It seems after I was vanquished, my remains were relocated far from Transylvania.
Okay, sending you halfway across the world is a pretty good idea. But how are you regenerating without any of your homeland? We didn't see Bruce on a date with our damsel in distress, I mean news anchor Vicky Vale, but Bruce has to cut their date short so he can be Batman. But he invites her to a tech expo at Wayne Manor as his date, where he'll be showing off some new alternative sources for energy.
With Gotham PD no closer to uncovering who or what might be behind the mysterious disappearances of these lost ones, a cloud of fear hangs over our city.
Gotham PD aren't the only ones who are baffled.
Might the missing Penguin be behind this?
No ransom demands, not his style.
And speaking of news, how was your dinner with the lovely Vicky Vale?
Short, but sweet. I invited her to the expo tomorrow night, and to dinner here Saturday.
To think I was beginning to fear you preferred the company of arch-villains.
Now, to the show's credit, this version of Alfred is more to have Bruce to live a normal life, but he still goes with Bruce's wishes and helps him in any sort of way. Or, you know, he could just be a flat-out asshole to Bruce.
What are you doing? Stop what you're doing! What are you doing? Stop it! It's ruined! It's ruined! What's wrong with you? Why would you do that? Answer me!
It had to be done, Master Bruce.
On that note, let's see if tonight turns up Penguin or any of these lost ones. I lost Joker. I'm not gonna lose anyone else on my watch.
Another to give credit where credit is due, Bruce is really remorseful for Joker's death. Yeah, he hates the guy, but he still has to value all human life. Also, I think Gotham is having a time paradox due to the moon always being full.
Space is warped and time is bendable.
During his patrol, Batman comes across some of the lost ones and barely escapes. But enough of that, he has a tech expo to get ready for. Dracula is thirsty for more blood, and Penguin leads him to Wayne Manor. He crashes the party, not being invited in, so he's already a rude guest, and introduces himself.
And you are?
Alucard. Dr. Alucard.
Bruce Wayne.
And Bruce somehow doesn't recognize the name Alucard. He's known for getting a lot of information, but yet he couldn't just grab a copy of Son of Dracula?
Research and development. For instance, the Wayne Industries SL5. It's the most efficient technology to date for collecting solar energy and storing it as true sunlight.
It's about time science did something positive with the sun.
Oh, yeah. I don't think that will become an obvious plot device. He's able to hypnotize Bruce, but Alfred snaps him out of it.
Sir, is everything all right?
Alfred? I don't remember how I got out here. Alucard.
Sir? Master Bruce! The mirror. He had no reflection.
Pardon me. Thanks.
Whatever are you writing?
His name. Alucard.
Holy shit! Bruce begins to look up research on vampires as Vicky gives us this bombshell.
New information regarding the mysterious disappearances, thanks to an eyewitness who has this to say.
I saw what got the guy. Saw it with my own 2 eyes. It was a bat. I saw a huge shadow of a bat.
As such, Gotham PD has concluded that the perpetrator behind these bizarre abductions is none other than the Batman.
Yep, on top of stopping Dracula's crime wave, he also has to clear his own name. I don't know about you, but that sounds really familiar. I just can't put my finger on it. No, it doesn't matter. Anyway, we see Batman staking out the cemetery, but then the SWAT team comes into holy shit, they have actual guns! I mean, in the show, all that we see in the news is these laser pointers, but here, Gotham is packing heat! Dracula takes him out so he can make a deal with Batman. He of course refuses, a pretty awesome fight scene happens, Dracula leaves before the morning sun comes out, with Batman going home to patch up his wounds, and Bruce has a nightmare about his parents being murdered, which we've seen for the millionth time in Batman's history. But at least this isn't in slow-mo and feels like it's going for an eternity. Also, shouldn't that say The Mark of Zorro? That was the film that Bruce saw with his parents on that night. Penguin is about to wake up Dracula for another night of feeding, but he is then stopped by...
What? You. Everyone's so shocked to see me these days. You, the fisherman who found me tangled in his net. By the way, who knew electroshock therapy could be so invigorating? But that's all water under the bridge, 'cause Joker's back from the grave.
Joker chases Penguin into the crypt, basically giving Dracula his first meal of the night.
Breakfast in bed. Fresh squeezed.
The greatest thing about Joker being one of the lost ones is that he has control of his mental capacity as he basically goes to town on this blood bank.
A bold finish of wild cherries with a hint of oak.
Ooh, nasty.
Even when the fight scene between him and Batman goes down, he gets drenched in blood and loving every minute of it. Batman gets the upper hand in the fight and brings him to the Batcave to get some answers about Dracula, as well to find a cure for vampirism. But while he researches the night away, he forgot that he had a date with Vicky.
Vicky.
Astonishingly, she still speaks the world of you.
And yet she hasn't appeared in anything after this. Batman is able to cure Joker of his vampirism and tells him that the last thing he remembers is being in the Gotham Cemetery caves. Dracula says that he needs a human sacrifice to bring his wife back, so he kidnaps Vicky while Batman gears up for the final showdown. He uses all the antidote on the last ones before he can give it to Dracula, so the only thing to stop the soul transfer is, obviously, a bomb!
My bride!
Maybe he got it from Sam and Dean. Batman and Dracula fight for the catacombs as Penguin goes after Vicky.
Now, where did you disappear to, my pretty? Knock, knock. Here's Ozzy.
Now, if it was Ozzy Osbourne, this would be a perfect 10. Man, are they gonna have egg on their faces when they find out that their moms are both named Martha. Batman leads Dracula into the Batcave, where that plot device from the Tech Expo comes in handy.
Rise and shine.
You are Bruce Wayne.
I'm the Batman. And you're dust.
Okay, that was pretty freaking cool. And I guess you could say that Dracula got too much sun. So now that Dracula's gone, Vicky is safe, Lost Ones have no memory of what just went down, Penguin is blamed for what happened as he goes back to Gotham, and the movie ends with Batman going back to his quest to stop any evil that awaits him. You know, it kinda sucks that the Bat Signal didn't appear until the end of the second season, cause this ending shot definitely deserves it. So that was the Batman vs. Dracula, and does it have problems? Yeah, but it's a fun to watch. The action is great, it's got some actual creepy moments here and there, and it's not silly and goofy as the title makes it out to be. Granted, it does take some liberties with the classic vampire lore and stretches it out so that it can work in the movie. So, if you're a fan of vampires and don't like seeing Batman find one of his own friends in a movie, then I recommend you go ahead and check it out. It's definitely worth to watch around this amazing and fun time of year. Well, I guess that does it for my guest show video for Guestsheauxween. Thank you guys for watching, I hope you enjoyed it as much as I have fun making it. I'm the Nostalgia Kid, and I wish you all a happy and safe Halloween. See you next time.
It was a dark and spooky Halloween night when I, Dracula, thought that I would invite all of my freaky friends who were there in a flash to a big dance party, a monster bash. Wolfman, Frankenstein and Mummy were there, while Medusa fed some mice to the snakes in her hair. It was a groovy good time for a vampire bat to fly out of his coffin and... Wait, what was that?
Tis I, never fear something about my tear to destroy your monsters and all you hold dear. I will end your cruel necromancy.
Actually, we were just dancing.
So held in the beast from whence you came. You're in Castlevania, the season again. Now run away, free this land of its chains. As God is my witness, I shall see you all slain.
Later that night, we went back to my castle where we could dance in peace and also never get hassled. We had fun playing Twister on my queen-size bed. The party was smaller cause Wolfman was dead. At midnight I heard the Grim Reaper say, I brought Guitar Hero, so who wants to play? It was Swampman on vocals, Nosferatu on bass. Boy, you should have seen the silly funny look on his... Oh god, no!
Tis I, never fear something about my tear.
Shit!
The power of Christ is infused in my spear. I'll put an end to your horrible reign.
But we're just playing Twister. I rip out your brain!
I will restore the shit!
For the love of God, Simon, what the fuck is your deal?
You don't invite me to your parties. Do you know how that feels?
Are you freaking serious? You killed all my cats just cause you felt left out?
No. Yes.
Well, monsters like me can still be your friend. Just stop bringing our lives to a god-awful end. Now, since we are the only ones left alive...
I am a cobblepot, and cobblepots do not serve.
Sleep!